causes them to mispronounce a word. So in here you will see that in the guide from time to time, okay? So Miss Skyla, I was telling them, here are the sounds on CD. I'm going to leave this with you. So if they need any extra practice with the sounds,
Okay.
you'll have that, okay? All right, so now let's go to the next page. And at any time, please stop me to ask questions. All right, I could not print in blue, so everything that the teacher would say over on the right-hand side, I have highlighted in yellow for you. What you would do is you would hold up your guide, and I'm a lefty, so I would have to hold up my guide like this, okay? And you can see this little ball here. When you get to that, that's called a get ready ball. So anytime you're talking, you don't move your finger around while you're talking. You put your finger there before you begin to talk. Otherwise, they're going to be watching your finger instead of listening to what you have to say. Now, I'm going to be looking at exercise 4, and that's what you will see right there at the top of the page. Now, here's what it might look like. I'll try to do this without messing up. Okay, before I do, I want to tell you, see that ball under there? That reminds me that it's a continuous sound, which means when I move, I'm going to loop and move to it, and I'm going to hold. And as long as I'm touching it, I want the kids to make that sound. When I'm ready for them to stop, I'm just going to slide on off the page. So I would say something like this. Here's a new sound. My turn to say it. When I move under the sound, I'll say it. I'll keep on saying it as long as I touch under it. Get ready. Ah. My turn again. Get ready. Ah. My turn again. Get ready. Ah. Your turn. When I move under the sound, you say it. Keep on saying it as long as I touch under it. Get ready. Yes, ah. Now see how quick that was? Now, I affirmed at the end that you were making the correct sound. If you are not, I would go back and say, listen, my turn, get ready, ah, and then slide on off. Now, I want you to practice it for just a second. You don't have to be real loud, but pretend that you have a class and you're going through the teacher's guide and you're practicing. And practice also putting your finger on that get ready ball, because to me that's the hardest part of it, is remembering to loop and slide. Okay, so go through and practice for just a second. Yeah, do it out loud. Go up here and say all your teacher parts.
You say it's really like it shows camera.
Yeah, that's a continuous sound, yes.
Your turn. Under this sound, you say, keep saying it. As long as you touch under it, get ready. Yes. Again. Get ready. Yes.
Okay.
Good saying.
Are we ready? Any questions about that? You will do this often, okay? For today in this lesson, we were talking with the short A sound. But we know by looking at our guide that not all of our letters are going to be short sounds or continuous sounds. Some are going to be stops, the puffs of air. So let's look at how we would do a stop sound. On the next page, find it in mine, page 22. There it is. Okay. Now, we did, the continuous sound was lesson 1. The stop sound, if you notice, is lesson 27. So we spent a lot of time on continuous sounds before we got to stop sound. But if you also notice, the little red line looks different. See how you don't have a ball there anymore, but you have an arrow, which just means you just slash on through it, okay? Otherwise, they're going to go, duh, and that's not what we want, okay? So I'm going to do exercise 2 up at the top. I've got my finger on the get ready ball. We always have to say this sound fast. The little arrow under the sound tells me that I can't stop under this sound. My turn to say it. D. My turn to say it fast again. D. Your turn, say it fast.
D.
Again, your turn, say it fast.
D.
Listen, my turn. D. Your turn. Say it fast. Yes. D. Make sure you don't get the on the end of it, okay? D. It almost sounds like you're not finishing the letter because we're so used to putting that other on the end. Okay? Now, I want you to practice that one and make sure that when you're moving your finger this time, because it's a stop one, that you don't loop it, you just slide straight across. Okay? And I would even, if you want to practice it one time with this book to see how you would hold the book.
I think that's awkward holding
It
that
is.
book.
It is very awkward holding
it.
that book, and I was trying to figure out how am I going to do this, and how am I going to do this for 18 exercises in this book. But I don't know if there's some kind of stand that could be made to place this
Yeah,
on.
because I just think trying to hold and trying to read what you're supposed to read and trying to get them, I think it's hard.
For me, I get a
hard
headache when I
yeah.
have to look at
You have to
something
twist
at
it.
an angle like that. So I'm thinking, I'm going to have me some Excedrin or something, because I'm going to get a headache from looking at this. But you do have to hold it to where you can be underneath and not covering up anything there with your hands.
Jerome made Rita like an easel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
And
she
she
just
set
sets
her
it on
book-
there?
yeah.
So does she have
She
any...
set it on like this, and then she
She doesn't have any trouble putting her finger on there to get
I
it
would
to
have.
her?
I was thinking about that too,
Yeah.
having something just to see it, but then I would worry I wouldn't have enough room
That's like
for
me.
my finger
If
down
it's
at the
down
bottom.
low, would I have
Yeah.
enough room to get my finger to move the way I want?
Could you make individual cards for them and hold them here and, have it
Instead
in front
of
of
instead
you?
of using the book, maybe have this picture on a card? I don't see why you couldn't, because you're not taking from the format. You're
Right.
just having them not look at it in this book. And to me, some of the pictures are a little small. And you're thinking, depending on the size of your group,
Right.
it might be a little hard to see.
And even in the one, they're smaller than that.
Yes, you're right, they are. One thing you would have to watch is, remember, the font
way
is a
that they
little bit
look,
different,
right.
and you'd have to make sure that you kept your font the same way that it was here. That's a very good point. Okay? So you all want to practice the stop sound for just a minute? Anybody want to be brave and practice with the book? No? Okay, well you can practice with your own paper there. All right. Just practice with your own paper there. Okay, now we're going to practice mixing up continuous and stop sounds in the same exercise. So the very next exercise is going to do that. If you'll flip to the next page, we're still in lesson 27, but we're looking at exercise 3. Now here's where we talked about how small they are and how hard it is to see. But if you can look, I have some with the ball, which is continuous, but I have some with their stop sound, just like this. So I've got to get in my mind how I want my finger to move. So I'm going to go ahead and put my finger on the get ready ball for the very first one. Get ready to tell me all these sounds. Remember, if a sound has a little arrow under it, you have to say it fast. Don't get fooled. Get ready. You all go, yes, Next word, get ready. E. Yes, E. Next word, get ready.
D.
Yes, D. Go to the next column. Okay. Next word, get ready. Or next letter, get ready.
D.
Yes, D. Next letter, get ready. Yes, Next letter, get ready. Yes, See how I affirmed every one that you did there? Okay. I'm going to practice that one for just a second. Practice mainly on your fingers. Are you sliding or are you looping?
Hers doesn't have all of them.
Yours only has 3, so just practice those 3. I'm sorry.
Sounds really weird. Sound is a little weird. You have to say fast. Okay, cool. Get ready.
Oh, this doesn't tell the directions for
Yes.
A and B.
So in that case, is this just the manual a little bit different than the actual book itself?
Yes, this
Like,
actual
this
book
one
had
doesn't
all of them.
have
Yes,
the
that's
directions.
just a
Okay.
training manual. Yes, the
Okay,
other one
I see.
has all of them. That's a good point. Thank you. Okay, are we ready? All right. We're also going to learn that sometimes instead of doing loops and slides for signals, you can just hold up a finger for each sound that's going to be made. It's very important that when you do fingers, like a finger for each sound, that you do fingers from left to right. Now, it's hard for me sometimes to do it like most of them would do it with the right hand like this, or the right hand like this, turned this way. But I'm left-handed, so I have to turn my fist this way. Most of you would have your fist this way, but I would have to go this way because I want to go left to right. Okay? Now, I'm going to do, on the next page, exercise number 1. And this time, there's nothing for you to look at because it's sound. It's listening to what's going to be said. So I just want you to look at me when we do this one, okay? You're going to say some sounds. When I hold up my finger, say, ah. Get ready.
Ah.
Yes, ah. Next sound. Say, Get ready. Next sound. Say, d. Get ready.
D.
Good, saying the sounds. That's all there was to that. So you practice, make sure left to right. Right now you're only doing one, but there'll come a time when we start putting words together, letters to make words, so you have to practice that. So practice that exercise for just a second.
So if it's a sound that you're holding, you hold your finger
I held it
out,
up,
right?
and if
But
it's a stop sound, I just, you
okay.
notice I went quick on that. Good point.
It's confusing. Right.
It's hard. It really is hard to do.
I have to say, is that left or I right? know, because I'm thinking right hand.
See, I got confused when I was doing that for you.
I have to
Yeah.
look in the
Left
mirror.
to
Right, right.
I didn't know that I could do it that way. I guess I'm a facer outer too. I would, like it would be tough for me. I would have to do it with
Yes.
my left hand
Yes.
too.
Are you left-handed?
No.
No, you're not.
But
But, it's
that's
easier.
difficult
This seems
for me.
odd, doesn't it?
It,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. So you have to find whichever way you need to turn it. So you're going left to
It
right.
works better for me to do my right hand this way. Use that
Yeah.
backwards.
Right. Whatever
It
works
is
for you.
because you've got to go, like if you're facing me, it has to come
Yeah.
from this side.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
See?
true. Because
Right.
it's
So
my
you-
left to
right.
right, but
Right.
it's not
You would-
yours.
Right. It has to be
Okay.
the audience's left to right.
So that's why I turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why you had to turn it that way. But it wouldn't work for a
So you're-
lefty, so.
Right.
That's confusing.
Yeah. It
So,
really is.
will you have any more than 5 letters combined when you have to?
No,
No.
you will not. Not on this signal. Because most of
Okay.
the time it's just 3 to 4 letters with the finger signal.
Okay.
Okay.
Because then would the thumb be first?
Yeah, really, what would you do there? What would you do there? That's
Yeah.
a good point. Okay. You will have a lot of listening exercises embedded into this too. For example, we've done this, we've done the loop, we've done the slash, but we also can just do it like a drop, like this. So if you look on the next page, here's an example of a drop. Once again, you wouldn't have anything to show the kids. You want them listening and paying attention to you. So I would say, let's play, say it fast. Listen, peanut, butter. Say it fast.
Peanut. Oh, butter.
Okay. Listen, peanut,
Just one.
butter. Say it fast.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Now, did you notice I went peanut, butter? If you look at your book, see how bold they are, the words peanut and butter are? When you see them bold like that, it means pause and punch. So you say the first one, you pause, you say the second one, just really dramatic. And then when you say it fast, and they've already practiced saying it fast, which means combining.
Okay.
So they know, you didn't know that, but they know that say it fast means start putting it together. So you would know to say it as a compound word. So let's try that one again. Let's play say it fast. Listen, peanut, butter. Say it fast.
Peanut butter.
Yes, peanut butter. And I reaffirmed what was done.
I'm sorry.
ahead.
Is there a specific reason why peanut is capitalized?
I have no idea why peanut is capitalized. That's a very good point.
I just
I
was
don't
curious.
know.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
it's capitalized in the actual book too, not just in the training manual. So I don't know. And the reason that I don't know why they've done that, number one, the kids don't see it.
Right.
If the kids saw it, I would be concerned because the kids are not even introduced into capital letters until lesson 87 in the first grade book.
Okay.
They stay lowercase all the way through 87 in the first grade book.
Okay.
So if they were seeing it and it was capitalized, then that would be a concern.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So practice that one. Practice your pause and your punch. They pause
Punch quietly. So you only punch when you want them to say the combined word, correct?
You punch anytime something is bold. That means punch it, dramatic. Okay. So anytime you see something bold, so it says peanut, and then there's a pause.
So would you say peanut?
No, it would be just
Peanut
one
butter?
slash because it's
Just one.
Because when you said say it fast, that meant put it together.
Okay, and that's when you punch or you drop your hand is whenever
When you want them to say it, when you
the
say
combined
yeah,
word.
you want to combine it. You say
Okay.
say it fast, peanut butter.
So
Okay.
whenever you're saying it, you don't
No,
punch.
when I'm
Okay.
because I had this symbol. If you
Okay.
noticed, I had this symbol up when I said, let's play say it
Okay.
fast. Listen, peanut butter.
Okay.
Say it fast, peanut butter.
Okay.
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 All right. That makes sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Very good questions. Thank you. Because like I said, I have not taught this, so sometimes I forget some of these things.
And whenever, like, you pause in between, so
Mhm.
whenever you pause, do you have the trouble with kids wanting to pause in between too?
I
or do they
would
get used
until
to
they
that
learn
pacing?
say it
Yeah.
fast means put it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it probably just takes practice.
It does, because there'll be times when you'll be like, sound it out. Ran for ran. Say it fast, ran. They know
Okay.
it means put it together. Okay? So
Okay.
at this point, they should be comfortable with that.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to the next page. This one I may not do so well with because it's got a lot of directions. Okay, here is what it would look like in your book. Okay? All right. You're going to say a word slowly, which is the opposite of what we've done. Listen. It says hold up a finger. Oh, see, now how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to change it around. All right,
Because
I'm
you're
going to
dancing
change it
around
around.
with the
Okay. First you'll say, then you'll say, e. Listen again. First you'll say, then you'll say, e. What are you going to say first? Yes, Then what are you going to say?
E.
Yes, e. First you'll say, then you'll say, e. Get ready.
E.
Again, get ready.
E.
Say it fast. Get ready. Now I don't know what to do with my finger. It says single. Say it fast, and I guess you would just go, me. Yes, me. Now see, that will be hard for me because I need this hand to do everything,
Right.
and I can't. So that would be something that I would really have to practice on. Now, why do you think if the word is me, they've only given you the M? You're working with the initial sound. The second word is going to be run. So it'll
Okay.
be, first I'll say then I'll say un. So I repeat that same set of directions using run. Now that's a tough one. So I want you to practice that one with the finger motions as well. Okay, see what you
So,
can do.
but whenever you're saying both sounds, you don't do.
I probably should have done that. After I did it the first time, I
first
realized
sound and your
I
second.
probably should have left them up, but since I had done it wrong the first time, I didn't
just
want to confuse them.
continued with it.
So I probably should have went, me, run. That's what I should have done.
So would you keep after whenever you say the first sound you'll say is would you leave that finger up and then do the second sound is e? Would you leave?
You could. It doesn't say, but
doesn't say
it doesn't say,
specifically,
but I
okay.
think you could do that. I think it would be fine.
Okay.
I think that would be fine. All right, so practice exercise 7, doing the me and doing the run. See if you can get all the way through step E on that one. It's got a bunch of steps on it. They're all on the same page. Okay, back up.
Just one.
Back up. Yeah.
No.
No.
Just one.
Oh, okay.
Right here. Okay. Practice steps A through, actually K. A through K. See what you can do on that one.
On the directions, I'm kind of confused because it doesn't give you at the first for A, it just says my turn, and then first I'll say this sound, but it doesn't tell you to say the
Okay.
M sound there.
Okay.
Then it says
and
I'll
I
say
think what I did is when I looked
E.
at the book, I think I actually did exercise 7 instead of exercise 8 with you when I looked at the book. So let me do exercise 8 with you. We'll
Does
see
that
how
make
that looks.
sense?
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's
it
what I
doesn't
did. I
say
did 7
say
instead
the
of 8.
sound.
Okay.
Right.
It's just
All right. So let's see if I can find it again. Lesson 26. And these books will drive you crazy because half are on one side and half are on the other. You have to flip back.
so I guess
and
you're
forth.
just pointing to it, and it doesn't actually
First.
tell you to say.
right first I'll
Right.
say.
First, I'll say this sound. Then I'll say
Well,
E.
see, but it doesn't even say to pause to say the sound.
First, I'll say this sound. No. Then
You
I'll
know,
say
I mean, it just
E.
and then it
Yeah.
just says E.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say this
All right,
sound.
let's
Then
see.
I'll say E. Yeah.
Exercise 8. Touch the ball of the arrow for M. My turn. First I'll say this sound. Then I'll say E. So you're not saying the sound because you want to see if they
Right.
remember that sound.
Okay.
Then I'll say E. Listen again. First I'll say this sound. Then I'll say E. Here I go. E. Do it with me. First you'll say this sound. Then you'll say E. Get ready. E. Okay, say it fast. Get ready.
Me.
Yes, me. And see how I just slashed across there? Me. Yes, me. Good saying it fast. Here's a different sound. First you'll say this sound, then you'll say un. Listen again. First you'll say this sound, then you'll say un. What sound are you going to say first? Okay. Then what will you say?
Un.
Okay, yes. First you'll say this sound, then you'll say un. Get ready. And you'll go run. Okay, again, get ready. Run. Say it fast.
Run.
Yes, run. Good saying it fast. So at no point are you telling
you
them
actually tell them
the
that's the
sounds.
sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna
And
say-
so whenever you slash it after you
When
do
you
your
say it
R
fast.
sound, and then your slash off the page would be
With
the
the un, yes.
Okay.
Because that's the continuous and you just slash off.
Okay.
Then anytime you're doing a fast, you just slash completely off the word.
And then I would say
Okay.
the whole thing together.
All right, why don't you practice that one since I had y'all all out of whack anyway. My bad.
First, I'll say this sound. I'll say E. First, I'll say this sound. Then I'll say E. Here I go. Here I go. E. First, you'll say this sound. Then you'll say E. Get ready. E. Say it fast. E. Good sing it fast. Here's a different sound. First, you'll say this sound, then you'll say Listen again. First, you'll say this sound, then you'll say